these are kind of things that we've seen like within the existing technology that are all capabilities that people are leveraging today. But as we evolve into kind of this AI era, we see a bunch of different categorizations kind of emerging within this AI space. AI is being used very broadly in kind of all realms, but a couple of categories or four categories that we've really kind of honed in on are, so it's the content creation. We've been seeing tools emerge around content creation, some good, some bad, and Kevin will get a little bit more in depth with just what those examples are in a bit, but content creation kind of is across the board. So it can be like have a very simple kind of use case here where you have very, very targeted email content for a donor outreach campaign. So instead of trying to figure out one campaign message or one piece of content that's going to be distributed to many, you can actually do campaigns that are very, very tailored to the individuals so that you're hitting kind of that exact message that we think is going to actually make that donor convert into somebody that's actively donating to your organization. So that's one example. Content creation can really range around like images, text, emails, slides, like we've seen it, videos, podcasts, as we'll talk about a little bit later. But there's a lot of different kind of ways that this is emerging in the space. One that we're spending a lot of time ourselves on is agentic. So really being able to have kind of that conversational user interface that's a little bit beyond the chatbot that we've seen over the last decade kind of emerge. So it's really the chatbot on steroids where it can take actions, it can do actions on behalf of the user that it's co-piloting with. So one that we really like and see a lot of is that front desk staff. So they're having, when you go to the front desk, there usually isn't a front desk person that's responsible for memberships. There isn't a front desk person responsible for program registration exclusively. They have to know everything kind of all at once and be able to field those questions that the member is going to come in with. And agentic can be incredibly helpful kind of in being able to take those questions and provide either actions or provide the front desk person with the actions that they need to take in order to accomplish whatever is needed by that member at that time. Summaries. So as I've kind of honed in on with that last slide was we've been collecting a lot of data for a very long time as a society, including nonprofits. But being able to actually, as especially that person, that member is right in front of you, getting kind of a summary of that what that person needs as far as a personalized experience can be a little bit daunting in navigating through that data. What data do I need at the right time? Sometimes like you'll have a household come in, they want to talk about registrations, they want to talk about memberships, they want to talk about their billing, all within the same conversation. So how do you bubble up all of that data into a summary that's relevant to the moment that you're in? That's one of the things that AI has just become so powerful at in being able to bring those summaries out. I mean, Slack has introduced a feature that I use all the time now that where you can catch up and basically if you have a channel that you're really far behind on, it can go and summarize that channel for you. And it's a really, really easy way to kind of keep on top of what's happening in your organization. And then the last one is predictions. So this has been around for a little while, but it requires very, very powerful analytic tools kind of behind the scenes. But things that like are helpful as far as predictions are like, is a member going to churn? We get this question all the time. Saw Jill Davison in our channel just the other day asking about this specific capability. Are they going to register for this specific program? So we have customers that have program catalogs that are about 12,000 programs deep. When somebody's going to register for a specific program, they're going to be looking for something that's really specific to their household. So how do we predict the things that are going to be relevant to that household based on what we know about them already? And then already kind of touched on this one, but donations. So getting a better prediction of where is my time going to be best spent to reach out to these various donors and to really maximize that fundraising effort.